A few days before this year's trade deadline, the Sacramento Kings and New Orleans Pelicans made the decision to make Twitter explode by bringing DeMarcus Cousins to the Pelicans. Now, this trade prompted lots of speculation about whether or not the Pelicans could make the playoffs, and spoiler alert, they didn't. The chemistry between DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis took some time to develop, and outside of those two and Jrue Holiday, as well as Jordan Crawford, who was really surprising coming out of the D-League, the Pelicans roster is really subpar. And after missing the playoffs and the Warriors-Cavs rivalry picking up steam as expected, it seems a lot of people forgot that DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis are currently on the same team. I, however, have not, and I think the Pelicans, with the two best big men in the NBA, could be the Warriors' biggest nightmare, and provided the Pelicans add a few players, I think they could be borderline contenders at best, and around a 4 or 5 seed at worst. Now, like I said, they need to add some other players to get there. The number one thing they need is shooting. Getting a point guard like Chris Paul or Kyle Lowry would be fantastic, but not entirely realistic. If they can't get one of those two, re-signing Jrue Holiday is a top priority, provided he isn't asking for too much money. Now, if he is asking for too much money, George Hill could potentially be an option if he doesn't want to re-sign with the Utah Jazz. Or Jeff Teague, who I feel has been pretty underrated this season as well. For the two, I would set my sights on JJ Redick. He won't ask for too much money, and he will provide the best shooting money can buy. And at the 3, I'd look at a 3-and-D player. Would be nice if Solomon Hill could be that, but it seems unlikely as he's only shot league average this season. As a matter of fact, trading Solomon is probably the best option to be able to sign more free agents. As for the 3-and-D player, Thabo Sefolosha would be a solid cheap option, and if the money was there, maybe Andre Iguodala would consider signing. He could be kicked out of Golden State with them needing to re-sign Curry and KD. On top of all these potential signings, DeMarcus Cousins and AD need to develop a better chemistry. Being able to play off of each other is very important. The biggest way to help this is for Anthony Davis to get a better three-point shot. He shot just 30% from 3 this season, shooting about 2 a game. With DeMarcus posting up down low, AD needs to 1, shoot a better percentage, and 2, shoot a lot more of them. DeMarcus already has a solid 3-ball, so he can play off of AD already when he is going to work in the mid-range or down low. They also need to be able to play off of the pick and roll. Now, I can't imagine with AD on the floor with DeMarcus that DeMarcus would get to set many screens, as he's not the best there, while Davis is amazing there. So again, just playing off of the ball is important. This game plan with shooters playing off of the ball could solidify their offense as one of the best in the NBA. And on the other end, Jrue Holiday is a good defensive player. JJ Redick is a solid one, even though you wouldn't expect that from a short, unathletic white guy. Thabo Sefolosha is a great defender. Anthony Davis is an even better one. And DeMarcus is up and down there, something that he needs to work on. This lineup also means that Jordan Crawford will be on the bench, which, provided he's able to be just as good next season, will help in the bench scoring department. And with E'Twaun Moore and Dante Cunningham being solid role players, the bench wouldn't be too bad overall. The future of the Pelicans is unclear, but I think they could be contenders with just a few simple moves. And even though it happened months ago, I'm still shocked that Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins are teammates. Should be fun to see how it works out. That's the end of this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more NBA content like this, as well as hit the notification bell to get notifications every time I upload, and cue the outro music.
I dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
That's it, Brian? Yes.